Hello everyone and welcome to AI Python. I'm here again with another video on Python web scraping project. As you know that I have created a couple of Python web scraping videos in the past. This one is slightly different. In this video you will learn to create Python app that will scrape a weather website and provide you with the name of hottest and the coldest place on the earth right now. I'll guide you through the Python code line by line and hopefully you'll get it quickly. In case not, write your query in the comment section. We will help you to get through. You can find the detailed content with the source code for this project on our website www.aipython.in as well as on our GitHub repository AI Python India. Thanks for subscribing this channel, and in case if you're watching this channel for the first time, then welcome to AI Python. If you find the content suitable, valuable and usable, then please subscribe the channel. Give a thumbs up to the video if you like the content. It definitely gives us a motivation to produce more informative content like this on a regular basis. Let's get started. Okay, before starting the video, I just like to show you how this project basically works so that it gives you some idea about what is going to be the output of this code. So we'll just run this code. So I'm using Notepad++ editor for information in case if you're not aware. I will start my project. So it basically fires up the Chrome browser and open up the website called timeanddate.com, and what is happening alongside you can also check. So I'm opening this website and there's a table which contain the list of all the country, places, especially the places, and the temperature of that places. So basically this time and date collects information from the service partner, and they keep on updating this on a regular basis. So I'm basically scraping the data. The places name are appearing here along with the temperature value and the unit, that is degree Celsius. So we'll just wait. Approximately there are 428 places, and here we go. So it has found out that at this moment on June 7th at this time, the highest temperature on earth is 43 degrees Celsius as claimed by this website. I'm not claiming it, as claimed by this website. And since we do not have the instrument that we can put across the globe to find out the temperature, so we have to rely upon some of the services, and time and date provide those services. So according to them, the highest temperature on the earth is 43 degrees Celsius and the place name is Khartoum, and the lowest place on the earth is -1 degree Celsius. The place name is Bakar Lake. This information could be partially correct or wrong. I'm not claiming it at all. Main intention of this project is to demonstrate you how you can scrape a website and get the information. I hope you got it. Just before this code, I would like to share this information that this code, this idea was given by one of our subscriber, and she told me to make a video on getting the weather data through API. So in this video I have not used API, I have just used web scraping using Selenium to scrape the data from website. But parallelly I'm also working on a website or basically with API I'm trying to get the data of any location. Like for example, if you type any place name and you will get the weather report of that place especially. So this was just information, and that video will come up very soon, and where you just type the name of a place and the weather report will come. Okay, so coming back to this project, so similar to the other project I have used Selenium WebDriver here also, and all the setups are pretty same, like from here to here, from line number 1 to 13, 1 till 13, everything is same. Like this is a common setup that you have to make. Just quickly I'll recap. You need a Selenium WebDriver which you can download, and the link for the same will be given in the description of this video. I'm using WebDriver and the Chrome options with all these default settings so that it can take control of Chrome browser automatically without any human intervention. So this Python code along with Selenium package will take control of Chrome browser. Okay, so the first thing that will be doing is we have to go to the timeanddate.com. So here, if you see the website, if you write time and date, this will come. The home page of this website looks like this, and now we have to go to weather and then worldwide. So now at this point we have weather information about almost all the places in the world. Now what should I do? I have done basically, I need either I can scrape all the data and then manually sort it out, or we have another option, like let's say we can sort it by temperature. So let's say we have sorted it by temperature. There are some settings in this website which says, are you interested in knowing about the most popular places? And that is, they have collection of almost 143 most popular places. I am interested in getting everything on this page, so I will not be excluding anything. So once you sort down by temperature and cities, you can see a different URL. So just copy this. I've used this URL. If you can see in my code, this is the same URL I have used. Now I have all the data sorted around city and temperature. This function will basically fire up the browser and open this website with exactly sorted version. Okay, and then I'll wait till all the component of the website gets loaded. Now just I'll get into the detail of this website, and on, let's say I want to inspect the element, at right click and then inspect. So you can see by clicking here, you can see if I wanted to know the temperature itself. So the temperature is located in here, right? And the class name is RBI. So almost all the temperature, if you can see here, all the temperature are located under the class RBI. So if I can create a program, or I can create a expression which searches for all the RBI and get me the value, then this is what exactly I have done. So I have created a variable called temperature underscore raw, and now I'm using this variable to store element which are associated by RBI class. So wd.find elements by class. So be sure to write elements, because there are a lot of classes with the name RBI and each is having a unique value or maybe same value. All the RBI information, all basically the temperature information, is stored in temp raw. So I have created another variable, or you can say list, where I am storing all the temperatures. So I'm using this for loop to convert this value into text and then split it so that the temperature with temperature value and the unit of the temperature should be separated. And I'll just store the first part, which is the temperature value, into the temp folder, into the temp list. And I've just sorted this list so that I can get the maximum and minimum temperature, and I have stored them respectively in max temperature and min temperature. I'll just print max temp and min temp. Okay, if I print this and let's say just give it a run, and I am running this script, and you can see I will get the lowest, that is minimum value of all the temperature and the maximum value of all the temperature. Let's see how it works. You got it, 41 and -2. So see, the temperature has been changed from -1 to -2 in just 2 hours. So this is how they update. I don't know the frequency with which they update the data, but you have seen in the video, I have just created 2 or 3 hours ago that script, and it shows -1. I remember now within 2 or 3 hours, actually it happens like minus within 1 or 2 hours it changes from -1 to -2. So main part is like we got the highest and the lowest temperature. Okay, so this was one experiment, and to be very frank, I have taken almost 4 to 5 hours to create this project. It is not easy when you're starting from scratch, because you have to understand the data type or data structure in the website, and how all those data structures, you can read all those data structure and incorporate them in your program. So the next part would be I am also interested to find out the name of the places for which that 42° was there and -2° was there. So this is little bit complex. It cannot be read very easily, since this website has all the information organized in the table. So I need to read this complete table, and in order to read the table I need to find out the table name. Okay, so as you can see here, this zebra FWTB and dash theme, this is the table name, and I need to read the table. I need to read the table row and the table data. Okay, so each table has 3 columns, this column, this column, and this column, as well as each column has 4 elements: the name, the time, day and time, the icon, and the temperature value. So in our program we have done the same thing. We wanted to first find the element by class name. So this is important thing. You can see I have used by. So here I have imported from selenium.webdriver.common import by. So this gives an additional benefit of selecting or finding the element by dot class name or tag name or other thing. So here my intention is to read that complete table. So wd.find elements by class name, this name of the class, and also be sure to put dot, because in the actual, if you see in the actual inspection, it is just the space zebra space fw space tb dash theme. So if you write exactly if you double click and copy and write exactly the same thing, if I write, let's say, same thing, it will not work. So you have to delete the space and put dot. So this is how the class name are accessed using Selenium. I hope you understood. So I'm accessing that complete table using the table name. Now in that table I need to find the row. As you have seen here, there are rows tr. So if I hover over here, see all these rows will be there, right? If you expand, you can see the internal element inside it. So all the elements are exactly the 12 element. Okay, so I'm reading that row, table row. All right, so I have created 2 variables to store city name and the temperature value. Okay, now you will be surprised to see why I have created lst equal to 048. Okay, so I was iterating through this for loop, and when you scrape the data, the first element that is coming is 0. So I want to exclude the first element because the header is also considered in this one. So I just wanted to exclude the header. So I wanted to start executing from first position. Okay, so index number 1. So that's why this one. And with every iteration I wanted to find out the TD, that is table data, and then convert it into the text. And the next time, so this J is basically, J will just iterate through 048. And what is 048 is, so in the first row the name of the city is located at position 0. Alright, similarly for the second column the name is located at 4, and for here it is located at 8. Alright, so 0, 4 and 8. I wanted to, I'm not concerned about the timestamp or the icon. I'm basically concerned about the city name, or sorry, the place name. So I can iterate through 0, 4 and 8. I hope you got it. So 0, 4, 8. So that's, so I'm iterating through all the column and I'm picking up just 0, 4, 8. Additionally, so this will give me, this column will give me the name of the place, but to store the temperature, I already have stored the temperature, but this will give me a synchronized temperature and the place, so that I can run an algorithm to find out the corresponding place name. Okay, so I've just placed j plus 3. If you don't understand j plus 3, it is just like, let's say I am scraping the name of the place, which is Baghdad, but at the same time I also wanted the temperature value. So j is 0, so j plus 3 will be 4. So every time j is incremented, like j is 0, 4 and 8, so j plus 3 will be this one, j plus second j plus 3 will be this one, and fourth j plus 3 will be this one. So if it is hidden, I can expand a little bit, and j plus 3 will be this one. Okay, I hope you understand. This is how I made the logic. And again, all the information, like this is just an additional variable which is to split the temperature value with the unit. So it comes like 23 degrees Celsius. So I wanted to remove degree Celsius. I just need to keep the value 23. So I've just splitted it. So you must have seen while executing the program that two value was coming, the place name and the temperature value. So this is how we were able to print the place name and the temperature value. And we have stored all the places in the city name and all the temperature in the temp val. Okay, so we have two lists which contains the city name and the temperature, the corresponding city name and the corresponding temperature. Let's say if you search city 1, the corresponding temperature 1 will be displayed. So it's now synchronous. In this do loop, so what I did, I have just run this for loop over the complete list, and I was interested in find out the maximum temperature. Since we already have extracted the maximum temperature here, so I'm using this reference as, okay, tell me what is the name of the city which has this maximum temperature. So using this algorithm, I founded the index of place. So just it goes like, I have this max temperature, I convert it into a string so that I can find the same string in this temperature list. Once this temperature list is found, or the value is found, I know the index of this value, and at the same index I can find the city name, because these are synchronous data, and synchronous means they are aligned, the data is aligned. So I can get the name of city. Okay, I hope you got it. And once the city name is found, just break the loop. I don't want to run throughout the list because it's unnecessary waste of time. The same thing I did for the minimum temperature also, and I found out the city name. And finally I have converted this date display. So date display is basically date and time. I have imported date and time module, and date time dot date dot today will give you the current date, and I've just displayed that current date in this format. So basically this is for month, this is for day, and this is for year. Alright, so this will give me that June whatever and year, June date, name of the month, day and the year. Okay, and the world's hottest and coldest place is, I have printed the information using formatted string, which is the temperature on earth is the first element, which is maximum temperature, and the place is second element, which is name of the city. Alright, I hope this makes sense and you got information. If you like the video and wanted to help others, then do share this video with them. Also, if you want us to make videos on a specific topic, then do let us know. We will definitely try to create one for you. I will share the code for this project on my website aipython.in. very soon. Share this video to someone who need it. Thank you so much. See you next time with more amazing Python project. Till then, keep learning and keep growing.